So good day everyone. Today we will discuss the value proposition canvas, and the business model canvas. On the other hand, we will also show you how to make a value proposition canvas and business model canvas on a certain business or services that might actually help you in the future. So now let's start.
It just says here that a value proposition is essentially the heart of a business offering. It tells customers exactly how a product or service will help them and why it is better choice compared to other competitors.
To put it simply, a value proposition is a promise. It is what a business assures its customers they will get if they choose them. It answers the most important question in the customer's mind. Why should I buy from you instead of others?
Value proposition is very important because it sets a business apart from its competitors. It helps attract and keep customers, strengthens loyalty, and makes sure that what the business offers is aligned with what customers truly need.
On the value proposition canvas, there are two types of benefits, the tangible and intangible benefits. The tangible benefits are measurable outcomes such as cost savings, efficiency, quality, and performance. While the intangible benefits is the emotional connection, brand trust, and customer experience, and also satisfaction.
Let us define what is the value proposition canvas. The value proposition canvas is basically a framework that connects what a business offers with what customers want. It is used to check if the product or service really solves problems, removes frustrations, and delivers benefits to the customer.
The value proposition canvas helps businesses in many ways, such as it identify what customers truly want, align products or services with customers' expectations, improve customer satisfactions and loyalty, and last, it reduces risk of product failure by validating ideas before launch. On the figure below that you will see is the illustrations on how to make the value proposition canvas. It shows the different parts.
The first part of the customer canvas is the customer's profile. These are customer jobs. This is the tasks, problems, or needs of customers want to address. And the second is customer pains. This is difficulties, risks, or challenges customer faces. And the third is customer gains. These are benefits, desire, or positive outcomes customers expect. This look at the customer's world. We ask three main questions. What jobs are trying to do? What pains or frustrations do they face? And what gains or benefits do they hope to achieve? Answering this gives us a clear picture of the customer.
The second part is the value proposition map. Here, businesses outline what they offer and how it connects to the customer profile. The products and services are listed. Then, we explain how they act as pain relievers to reduce frustrations, and how they serve as gain creators to provide benefits the customer values.
So now that we finally recognize what is the value proposition canvas, on the next video that you will see is an example on how to construct or use a value proposition canvas on a certain business.
For our value proposition canvas, our product and services is bar. The bar does not just offer drinks but a complete experience. May mga promos and discounts, loyalty cards, online reservations, birthday, free drinks, and expert bartenders to make customer feel valued. At the same time, may pain relievers like happy hour para sa mura at sulit na inumin, big space for comfort, friendly staff, affordable drinks, at security personnel for a safe atmosphere. The next one is the customer segments. And for our customer segments, iba-iba ang target market ng bar. Kasama dito ang mga students 18 above na gusto ng mura at masayang tambayan. Employees and employers na naghahanap ng place to relax after work. Tourists na gustong maranasan ang nightlife. Mga businessmen, At party people na hinahanap ay fun at entertainment. And for our customer jobs, customers go to the bar for many reasons: to drink and celebrate, to relax and relieve stress, or sometimes to cure boredom and sadness. And for example, yung may mga heartbroken, ganun. Also, pwede rin tong lugar na to para makamit ka ng new friends or makaband mo yung mga dati mong friends or schoolmates, ganun. Tapos, pwede din makipag-date. Kaya, yung bar is not only a place to drink, but also a social and emotional escape.
To build the perfect value proposition canvas, we have to consider pains and gains. So what is pains? Pains is the things that annoy or frustrate customers in a bar, while the gains is the positive things that make customers happy and want to come back. We have 7 examples of pains. Number 1 is expensive. So, yung mga drinks or foods is mga mamahalin or hindi afford ng mga customer. Number 2 is crowded. Sobrang daming tao at sobrang ingay ng paligid. Number 3 is bad ambience. So, yung lugar is magulo or unwelcoming. Number 4 is rude staff. So, yung mga staff is hindi tinitreat ng maayos yung mga customers. Number 5 is poor service. So, mabagal at hindi maingat yung mga staff. Number 6 is bad music taste. So, yung music na pinapatugtog ng mga DJ is hindi nagmamatch doon sa preference ng mga customers. Kaya, hindi nila na-enjoy yung bar. Number 7 is ventilation. So, yung hangin na pumapasok doon sa bar is mainit. So, nagiging sanhi ito ng pagkakaroon ng mainit na lugar doon sa bar. Sa dami ng tao. We also have gains. So gains, we have 8 examples. Number 1 is clean space. So ito yung mga gustong-gusto ng customer sa isang lugar, ang malinis. Number 2 is affordable. So yung mga drinks and food is hindi pricey. Number 3 is good ambience. So yung vibe pagpasok nila dun sa bar is napaka-welcoming at malinis tingnan. Number 4 is convenient location. So ito isang factor kung ba't maraming nagpupunta sa bar. Malapit sa school or sa home nila or sa work. Number 5 is good service. So ito yung mga staff is maingat sila sa pag-serve, malinis at mabibilis. Number 6 is easy access. So maraming lugar na pwede silang puntahan doon sa loob ng bar. Number 7 is space for parking. So, ito, mahalaga din to para pag maraming tao is hindi nawawalan ng parking lot yung iba. Number 8 is lots of drinks choices. So, maraming pamimilian yung mga customers na pwede nilang inumin, especially yung mga tourists or yung mga high-end clients.
Pain relievers. This is description of how your product or services especially eliminate, reduce, or minimize the negative emotion and risk that a customer experiences before, during, or after trying to get a job done. They make the customer life easier by solving a specific problem. In our business, our pain reliever is happy hour or offer discounted prices during off-peak hours, big space, friendly staff, or ensure bartender and servers are knowledgeable, quick, and personable, affordable drinks, and atmosphere control or security service. Or this is manage lighting, sound, and music volume to create this desired mood. And the other part of value proposition canvas is gain creators. Gain creator is description of how your product or services produce, increase, or minimize the outcome and benefits that a customer expect, desire, or will be surprised by. They focus on producing positive result and exceeding expectations. Our gain creator is promos or discount, loyalty card, online reservation, birthday free drinks, and expert bartenders.
Now let's proceed to our last topic or the last discussion, which is the business model canvas. The business model canvas is basically a one-page framework that explains how a business works. It summarizes how a company creates value, deliver it to customers, and captures value in a form of revenue. The business model canvas is made up of 9 building blocks. This includes customer-related elements, internal processes, financial aspects, and of course, the value proposition, which sits off at the center. Those 9 building blocks are the customer segments, customer relationships, channels, revenue streams, key activities, key resources, key partners, cost structure, and value proposition.
Customer segments. Sa madaling salita, ang ibig sabihin lang nito is yung mga target customers natin. So, pwedeng ipasok dito yung students, busy persons, yung mga wala ng time maglaba, catering services, yung mga malalaking tablecloths na ginagamit nila, pwede dito. Yung mga malalapit, yung mga nearby residents, and syempre yung mga gown rent stores na syempre kailangan labahan pagkatapos rentahan. Customer relationships. Ito yung type ng relationship na ibibuild ng company sa mga nasabing target customer para makagain and ma-retain yung mga customers na yon. Unang-una, personal assistance, yung pag-assist pag may kailangan sila. Sunod, feedback or rating website para alam natin kung saan tayo pwede mag-improve. Complaint portal, same lang din ng feedback or rating website. Dito din natin malalaman kung paano tayo mag-i-improve.
Channel. Sa laundry shop, madali kaming ma-reach ng customers. Pwedeng dumiretso sa physical shop o kaya online through our website and social media pages. May posters and ads din kami para mas makilala pa. Ginawa namin ito para sure na accessible kami anytime, anywhere, whether gusto ng customers na pumunta sa shop or mag-inquire online. Value proposition. Ang pinaka-pride ng laundry shop ay fast and reliable service. Meron din kaming pick-up and delivery option. Perfect for busy people na walang time pumunta sa shop. Plus, may affordable promo packages kami para makatipid pa sila. We designed this kasi alam namin convenience at affordability ang hanap ng students, professionals, at mga nearby residents.
Ang key activities naman, ito yung mga pangunahing gawain na dapat gawin araw-araw para ma-deliver ang service. Ang wash, dry, and fold services, ito yung core operation ng laundry shop. Ang pick-up and delivery, ito ay added convenience para sa mga customers na busy. Ang machine maintenance, ito ay para siguradong gumagana ng maayos ang equipment. Yung key resources, ito yung mga pangunahing gamit at tao na kailangan para gumana ang laundry shop. Una dito ay ang washing machine at drying machine. Ito ang main equipment para sa serbisyo. Ang mga detergents naman, ito yung mga consumables na laging ginagamit. At ang mga staff, ito ang manpower na gagawa ng wash, dry, fold, at mag-aasikaso ng customers. Sa key partners, ito yung mga external na ka-collaborate ng laundry shop para maging tuloy-tuloy ang operations. Ang detergent at chemical suppliers ay para laging ma-stock ng cleaning products. Equipment suppliers, ito yung nagpro-provide ng washing at drying machines. Ang delivery partners para sa pick-up at delivery service. Ang administrators or partners, ito yung tumutulong sa management o business side.
Sa business model canvas, meron siyang cost structure. Ito naman yung tumutukoy sa lahat ng gastusin o bayarin na kailangan upang mapatakbo ang negosyo at maihatid ang produkto o serbisyo sa mga customer. Ito yung bahagi kung saan inililista at iniisa-isa ang mga pinagmumulan ng gastos ng negosyo batay sa mga key activities, key resources, at key partners. Una na ang pangunahing gastos ay ang pagtatayo ng physical store. Sa mga laundry shop, marami ang nagre-rent at pumapalo ito sa 10K isang buwan. Next naman ay ang staff salaries o sweldo sa mga taong magiging katuwang natin sa negosyo. Next ay kailangan din nating paghandaan ang gastos sa utilities katulad ng electricity at water bill. Next is dapat paghandaan din natin ang detergent supply, ang gastos natin dito. Dahil ito ang pangunahing pangangailangan sa paglalaba. Kinakailangan din paghandain ang paghandain sa gastos is yung sa marking strategy natin upang mas makilala yung shop natin. Next is yung maintenance. Dapat kailangan may buwanang maintenance tayo ng mga equipment natin para hindi siya masira. Siyempre, sa pagsisimula ng business, kailangan nating bumili ng kagamitan or katulad na lang ng washing machine at drying machine. Ngayon ay dumako naman tayo sa revenue stream. Ang revenue stream naman ay tumutukoy sa iba't ibang paraan kung saan pumapasok ang kita o kung saan dito nakalagay yung bayad ng customer sa serbisyo, mga add-ons or iba pang sales. Sa laundry shop, ang pinagmumulang kita niya dito is unang-una is yung wash service, next is yung dry service, at saka next is yung fold service. Sa mga laundry shop, nagkakaroon din sila ng mga promo package service kung saan yung 3 na wash, dry, and fold ay ino-offer nila na may discount offer. Hindi na dito nakalagay sa revenue stream yung pick up and delivery service since may key partners naman na siya. So, yung delivery service na yon, sila na yung mismong kikita. Tapos meron din dito is yung specialized service kung saan yung sa mga, halimbawa na nga yung sa mga catering or yung mga gown trend store kung saan pwedeng magwashing ng kumot, curtains, comforters, or yung mga gown na malalaki na hindi kayang laban ng tao.